What was a fact that you regret knowing? The existence of dust mites. My dad and I both took DNA tests for fun. And I found out we aren't related. 0% match. Most people who jump off the Golden Gate Bridge don't die on impact. They have broken limbs and usually drown. Sooner or later we're going to be hit by another geomagnetic storm like the Carrington event of 1859. Only this time, our dependence on technology could make the effects far worse. There was a woman in the 18th century called Mary Toft who stuffed dead rabbits into her vagina and later acted as if she gave birth to them. The doctors believed her till one of them examined found corn in one of the rabbits' stomachs. It couldn't have been in there. She also did the same with a hog's bladder and a cat's legs. Also with about 15 rabbits. Don't know why I even know this. Edit. Who the fuck found this helpful? Please don't put rabbits in your vagina. Or any other hole. Bob Ross actually hated his afro. When he started out it was the cheapest hairstyle to maintain, and once he picked up some traction it was too iconic to get rid of. That my real mum is my sister. I'm adopted. From personal experience, just how fast pigs process a corpse. Had an old goat die in the barn and didn't find her for a couple hours. At the time we had 2 pigs that were a few months old. Didn't realize just how much we had fucked up by letting them be in with the goats that day. Come evening, we go to close up and do the evening chores. And find half of a goat spilled all over the floor with our pigs rooting around the guts. And that's the story of how 15-year-old me learned to respect pigs. More people jumped from the burning World Trade Center on 9/11 than you think. Do yourself a favor and don't Google it. Chainsaws were originally meant to be a surgeon's instrument. I watched someone jump off the Stone Arch Bridge in Minneapolis and saw them pee their pants right before they jumped. The magnitude of how dirty hotel rooms are. That you have to clean lumps out from underneath a horse's foreskin from time to time. An octopus penis is actually one of their tentacles. So if you would go and pet an octopus at SeaWorld or some other place you could be groping their penis. The Challenger space shuttle astronauts were most likely alive and awake on the way down. The youngest recorded person to give birth was 5 years old. Edit. For those asking. Here's the link. Cockroaches can fly at 5 kilometers per hour and can live 3 weeks without their head. They eventually die of starvation. They have a main brain in their head and also a primitive brain near their abdomen. Cockroaches also predate grass. The last one is not that scary but kinda scary knowing they've been here so long, so getting them out will be harder and they will probably outlive humans. Edit reworded some stuff. That my father died believing that I was not his child. When my mother told me. It broke my heart and has forever changed my relationship with my family. Edit. Thanks for your interest in my story. It's helped to put answers to some of your questions. And to read some of your stories. Tapeworm faces are absolutely terrifying. My parents are swingers. And now well into their 70s. That people dump their old dogs at the shelter in December and get a new puppy for Christmas. That my dad likely has terminal brain cancer. I was setting up my chart for him and stumbled upon the information. From my first job at KFC. You can't really tell the chicken is spoiled once you put it in the fryer. That my girlfriend once sucked her friend's husband's penis when she went to the bathroom. Yesterday. Aneurysms can happen to anyone at any time for no reason and can burst at any time for no reason. Every time you think of a fond memory, you rewrite that memory in your brain. And with time it will slowly deviate more and more from what you originally remembered. Without you ever knowing it. There was an experiment once where, every hour, a rat had to choose between getting fed or having the pleasure nerve of its brain stimulated. And the rat being tested starved every time. It's pretty interesting but also kind of sad. Thanks. Freeman's Mind. Every year thousands of children write to Santa Claus. One of the most requested things children ask for on their Christmas lists is a dad. This hurts. I'm going to get a drink. Asterisk edit. Thank you for all the upvotes, it wasn't expected. I'm a single mother myself. This hit home because my father left when I was 3. My daughter is 4 now and just asked me if she could put on her list a mum and dad. I was shocked because she has a mum and dad but she meant live together. That hit hard. She has a father she sees regularly. We haven't been together since she was 6 months old. Because your body uses vitamin C to make collagen, which holds your skin together and makes scar tissue. When you get scurvy, your old wounds reopen. The strange pistachio you get every few nuts. The one that tastes a bit funny is because a navel orange worm died inside of it. Sorry. Just think about eating its cute furry head next time. The way rabies kills. Once you have symptoms, you're already dead. It's harder to recognize suicidal people than you'd think. I don't really regret knowing this. But it's a depressing fact nonetheless. When David Foster Wallace hanged himself on his back porch, he tied his hands together with duct tape so that even if he changed his mind at the last minute, he wouldn't be able to escape. He had been struggling with severe mental health issues for more than a decade. So it was sad but not surprising when he finally succeeded in committing suicide. I just wish I didn't know that detail about the duct tape. There are regulations on how much ground-up cockroach may be in coffee. Not if. How much. Every suicide by hanging that I have had to go to, I can see their regret after it starts and before they pass out from the evidence at the scene. I can't imagine what is happening in people's minds as they struggle to fix something they can't. Leads me to believe, just like the documentary about the Golden Gate Bridge jumpers has said, it almost is always an instant regret. My dad showed me a science video disproving the theory that gravity is a force. I felt like Squidward when he got stuck in the future. *edit. Here's the video I saw. YouTube. BXRR1KAXKBSU. *edit. I'm awed by the sheer amount of physics nerds that crawled out of the woodwork for this comment. You guys are the real MVPs. That my date of birth is exactly 9 months after my dad's birthday. That anesthesia doesn't always works. My colleague donated one of his kidneys to his brother and he experienced the entire operation without being able to move or scream. Pain and all. Took many months of therapy moving on from this. There are some species of butterfly that look for human blood to suck. Edit. Changed. Sip. To. Suck. That dolphins gang rape. Horses masturbated by hitting their 1-meter-long dong against their bellies. Female horses rub against wooden poles. And end up with splinters 10 centimeters long in their coochie. Sorta cliché. But there are millions and billions of living organisms on your body. So to them, you are their galaxy. Edit. Sorry if I sound like a complete virgin. But holy crap. I've never gotten that much upvotes. Thank you for the awards either. Someone tried and failed to save Abraham Lincoln, and his life just got worse from there. That my mom never really wanted to marry my dad. Was still in love with her college sweetheart. Was unhappy in the entire marriage. And still had 2 kids with him. Even if my dad didn't want a second kid. I love my little brother. But if your partner doesn't want a kid and you stop using birth control so you can have one anyways. That's effed up. More people have tapeworms than dogs. That makes them the most popular pet.